Yo, what's up? Got a good question tonight from a client meeting about body count and does it matter? So, situation is that my client is newly dating a woman, and she reveals her body count to him on like their third or fourth date, right? And he's like, it's kind of a red flag because her body count is higher than his. So he asked me what my thoughts were and what I think a high body count is for a man and a woman. I told him I've never kept track and I don't think that that really matters, and to also never have this conversation, male or female, or with anyone ever again. I think it can destroy relationships, and it will always kind of be a little spider crawling in the back of your brain, ruining that relationship for most people. So I don't care if you have a high body count or a low body count. I'm not here to shame. I don't care. And I was in a situation probably 5 years ago. I was dating a chick and she was awesome. And she also randomly told me her body count. And after that, I was like, I can't just, I'm number 33, right? I'm always going to be number 33. And that made me uncomfortable. Call it insecurity at the time, whatever it was. Even though mine was higher, I didn't reveal mine at that point or at all, like ever. I don't even know. Not that it's a crazy number, but like, whatever. We're not talking about me. We're talking about this situation. I think that energetically, when you do sleep with someone, that you are kind of always forever tapped into that person. I think you're always energetically connected to them. And I think that that is a very tough chord to disconnect with. I once read a book, I think it was some ancient Chinese philosophy thing, but they said a man's energy will remain in a woman or part of a woman for up to 3 to 6 months. And I thought that was interesting, considering that they wrote this thousands of years ago, potentially. And a man will only retain the woman's energy for about 7 days, which I don't know how they figure that out, but look it up. It's from some old ass book. Anyways, about body count. It doesn't matter. Never ask the question. It shouldn't be important. You can tell when someone has a high body count. You can tell when someone's insecure about that. You don't need to necessarily start doing the math, and it shouldn't affect your judgment of a person. Everyone has their own experiences. Everyone has different standards. Everyone has different boundaries, and you should respect that everyone is different and experiencing life differently. I do, however, think that there's a great energetic exchange between people when they choose to engage in those intimate acts. I think that you are always exchanging energy with your environment, with the people around you, your pets, your friends, your family, your car, your coworkers, your family, everybody. You're always exchanging energy. And I think when it becomes that sort of mental, physical, and emotional, even spiritual energy with that exchange, I think that can be costly to you at some point. And it's something to consider. I don't know anyone personally who is super successful now at my age or my group of friends or my network that has continued to sleep around and has also achieved their goals and their aspirations. I think those two are two very different things. And regardless of however many hoe phases you've been in or have gone through, I think that you should really, really start to think about, do I want to permanently exchange my energy with this person? Do I want to be forever connected to this person in this way? I don't care what sort of egregious acts that you do with people on your own time. That's your business. Doesn't matter. I don't care. But I think that when you have that exchange of energy, I think it's also very different for women. I think when women allow someone to penetrate their energetic field, I think it's different than how it is for a man. I'm not saying one is better. I'm not saying one is worse. I just think that there's a costly energetic exchange that you should really start to think about when it comes to body count. You can't take back the past. You can't change that. You should forgive yourself. You shouldn't beat yourself up for that, nor allow another person to make you feel shame or guilt for that. Just don't have the conversation in the first place, because it's always going to be tickling in the back of your head. Let people do as they want. Not your job to lecture them, not your job to shame them. Accept, respect, and stay the fuck away from that conversation for the love of God, all right? That's all I got for you. If you want to comment below with your thoughts, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments about this. My 2 cents is that it doesn't matter. It shouldn't even be a topic of conversation when you're dating or when you meet someone. Everyone should accept everyone else as they are. That's it. That's all I got for you. One-on-one coaching in the link in my bio in the profile. Hit me up. Peace.